Hello everyone, and welcome to the fourth video of AutoCAD series in which we are going to understand how to use AutoCAD in the most basic way. Now basically I hope you are now familiar with like how AutoCAD works, or how exactly we need to create drawings in AutoCAD. This is I'm saying on behalf of the first three videos which I have explained. In the first video, I have explained you how to do some basic setups of AutoCAD. In case if you missed that video, I'll link it in the description and in the I button as well. In the second video, I have explained how to use line command and different form of input, which are going to, the form of inputs are also going to used under different commands, like the command which we are going to learn today. In that command as well, we are going to use different form of inputs. And in the third video, I have given you some assignments in the second video, which I have already completed the assignments in the third video. So in case if you missed any of that, please go back and watch those videos and then come to the fourth one. Now, enough of introduction for the day. Today, we are going to start with the next command called circle. Okay, now circle itself is a very important command in AutoCAD, and especially for any type of designs, we cannot always rely on line for creating all the designs what we need. So circle is like a very important tool for us in case of creating any form of design. So first let me explain you what is circle, because for line there is no such explanation needed. The line is just a object between 2 points. Generally we say it like that. But for circle we need some explanation, like we need to know certain basic properties of circle. Now if I explain you about circle a little bit, so this is a circle. Okay, now we can assume that this is a center point of my circle. So I'm just roughly creating it somewhere here on the screen. Okay, so we can clearly assume that this is a center point of my circle. Okay, I'll just delete this one and remake it here somewhere. It will be easier. Okay, so we can assume that this is a center point of my circle. Okay, the distance from the center till the boundary of the circle, this is known as radius. Okay, distance from the center till the boundary of the circle is known as radius. Boundary of the circle is also known as circumference. Boundary of the circle is also known as circumference. Distance between any 2 points inside a circle is known as chord. Okay, or we can say a line between any 2 points inside a circle is known as chord. A same line passing from the center, this is known as diameter. If the same chord is passing from the center, is known as diameter, or we can say diameter is the biggest chord of the circle. Okay, any object touching a circle at a single point and passing away is known as tangent. Any object touching a circle at a single point and passing away is known as tangent. And same, if I say any object, it can be literally any object. It can be a circle as well. Okay, so this circle and this circle is tangent to each other. This line and this circle is tangent to each other. Okay, so this was a basic introduction about what is circle. Now let's see in AutoCAD what we can do with circle. Now first of all, for line the command was L enter. So you can take your guess for circle what will be the command. Okay, you can pause the video here and you can type your inputs in the comment section below. What will be the shortcut key for circle command? If you have done typing, I'll explain you now. For circle, the short key is C enter. Like for line, the short key is L enter. For circle, the short key is C enter. We can type C enter to start with the circle command itself. Okay, now inside circle, in line we don't have really any methods or anything to deal with. Okay, but in circle we have 5 methods. First method is known as center radius method. Okay, first method is known as center radius method. This is also known as center diameter method. Okay, this is also known as center diameter method. Like either I can provide radius or I can provide diameter. Okay, second method is called as 3 points method. We are going to discuss in brief about all the methods. Third method is known as 2 points method. Fourth method is known as tan radius method, which is also known as tangent radius method. And the fifth method is known as tan method. So that is tangent method. So we are going to discuss about all the 5 methods of creating the circle, and after which I'll be giving you some assignments in which you will be actually using all the 5 methods of the circle. Okay, so let's start with that. So for circle, the first command is center radius method, or the first method is known as center radius method. Okay, now whenever I'm explaining you anything inside AutoCAD, always keep an eye on this command prompt window. Even while practicing, I would recommend that always keep an eye on the command prompt window, because as I told you in the first video itself, AutoCAD is more like a question answer game. You will enter a command, you will start something in AutoCAD. AutoCAD will ask you certain set of questions, and if you are able to answer those questions properly in form of inputs, then you will get the desired object created wherever you want to, and how big or how small you want to, you can get that object ready on your screen. So that is how AutoCAD is going to work. Okay, so for circle, as we can see here, the command is C enter. So I'll just zoom to that part so that you can see what happens after typing C enter. So here I am typing C enter. So now there is a statement in command window. It is asking me that specify center point of circle. So let's do that. I'm not going to read the statement after or for now. It is asking me to define the center point. I'm defining it anywhere I want to. Let's say I want to define the center point here. So I'm defining it here. Now it is asking me to specify the radius of the circle. Okay, now it is asking me to specify the radius of the circle. So now I'm going to specify the radius. Let's say I want to create a circle of radius 50. So I'm simply going to type 50 here and press enter. So now we can see there is a circle which is created, okay, which is having a radius of 50. Okay, if you're not able to follow along, give some time, do some extra practice, and then continue with the video. Okay, so it will be easier for you. So because you're totally, I'm assuming that you're totally new with AutoCAD or new with any form of software, so it might take a while for you to understand, but don't give up. Give a try. At least for the initial basic part, you have to be very focused, very attentive. Okay, and after the basic part is completed, then for the advanced part, it will be very easy for you to follow along. Only if the basics are clear, the fundamentals are great, then only you can continue or focus on the remaining part. Now let's try creating a circle with a diameter input. Okay, now question for all of you. You can even answer yourself in the comment box, and you can even see the answers which are there already in the comment box. Okay, so a question for you. If a circle diameter, okay, if a circle diameter is 112, then what will be the radius of the circle? So it's a very simple question, I believe, for many of you. Okay, but I want to see some answers in the comment box. Okay, if the circle diameter is 112, what will be the circle radius? Okay, now you just need to simply type the answer in the comment box. So that will explain me that you know the difference between the diameter and radius, or how diameter and radius is formulated. Okay, now let's say I want to create a circle of diameter 112. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to figure out what is the radius. I'm going to type C enter, circle. As usual, it will ask me for specifying the center point of the circle. So I'll specify the center point. Now it is asking me to specify the radius, but in this condition of the diagram, I don't know the radius, I know the diameter. So what I'm going to do, where the software is asking me to specify the radius of the circle, and it is giving me an option of specifying the diameter. Okay, so for diameter, as usual, we are going to type D, enter. Now why D over here? Because if you notice, D is capital for diameter here. Either you can write entire diameter over here, okay, or you can simply type D, which will also work in a very similar way. And as I told you before, uppercase, lowercase doesn't really matter for us over here. Okay, when we are typing anything in the command box, it doesn't matter if I'm typing capital L or capital D or small d, it's in uppercase or lowercase, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so here I'm typing D and then pressing enter. Now the statement is specify diameter of the circle. Okay, specify diameter of the circle, and here I'm entering the diameter as 112. Here I'm entering the diameter as 112, and I'll press enter. So now I can see there is a circle which is slightly bigger. I know the reason why it is slightly bigger, not very big, because here the value was very big, 112. This I'll explain you in the next video. If you're not able to get what is the difference between diameter and radius, for the assignment video, I'll explain you that part as well. So this is how you can create a circle with a radius or with a diameter. Okay. Now let's assume another situation in which I have a triangle made with the help of lines. Now this is very simple. What I did is very simple. I just initiated the line command, that is by pressing L enter. Now one very important tip here, okay, please note everyone, that whenever you start a line, whenever you want to work in AutoCAD, always keep one hand on the escape key. After every command, it is good if you press escape, and it is fine if you press it multiple times. I'm totally okay with it, okay, but at least make sure you pressed escape. So in between commands, make sure you press escape, because otherwise the software will not recognize that you have completed the command in many cases. So keep a habit from now, okay, keep a habit from now, so that will eventually become your habit in the future. Okay, so I'll start with circle again. Sorry, I'll press escape first and then start with line again, and I'll create a line like this. So here what I've done is simply I've created a line with the help of 3 points. Okay, now for line, you cannot simply click anywhere on the screen. You have to start line command, and I hope that you might have got it if you have done the practice in the previous one. Okay, so now I'll type circle, C enter. Okay, now again the software is asking me for the center, but in this condition I am not sure where the center is going to lie. Okay, so before I do this, I'll give you a special output, like what exactly we are looking at. So I want to create a circle here which is passing from the 3 sides of the line. So let's say this is my triangle, and here I want to create a circle passing from all the 3 sides. Now in this case, we can figure out the location of the center. Okay, there are formulas, there are conditions to figure out the location of the center based on these 3 points, but I don't want to go into all those things. Okay, we are using AutoCAD to make our work easier, not to make it more difficult. Okay, so here the software is asking me specify the center, but our condition says I want to create a circle of which circumference passes from all the 3 points. Okay, so for that I'm going to activate this method known as 3-point method. And to activate the 3-point method, I'm going to simply click here and type 3p. You don't even need to click there. Okay, I'm just saying like that, but yeah, you can simply type 3p here, okay, to activate 3 points method. So now the software is asking me to specify the center, but in case you don't know the center, you can read the statement beyond the or condition. If you don't know the center point, you can specify either of these 3 things. Either you can specify 3 points, or you can specify 2 points or tangent radius. Okay, so here I'm specifying 3 points. I'll press enter. Now the software is asking me specify first point on the circle, and it can be randomly in any order. So first point, let's say it's going to be here. Okay, second point, let's say it's going to be here, and I'm going to click. Okay, I'm not clicking and dragging anytime. In AutoCAD, you don't have to click and drag. You just need to click and click. You don't have to hold the mouse button. Okay, and then here I'm clicking for the 3rd time. So what I have done here is I've created a circle passing from all the 3 points. The software has asked me first point, second point, third point, and I have defined those first point, second point, third point randomly. Doesn't matter in whichever order you define, the circle is always going to remain the same. Okay, so that is how you can create a circle passing from 3 points. Okay, so I hope you got this particular example. Let's try to create a circle passing from 2 points. Now in this case, I'm deleting the remaining object. I'm keeping only 2 lines on the screen. Okay, and I want to create a circle which is passing from 2 points or 2 end points of this line. So in this case, I don't really have the 3rd point, so I'll go for C enter circle, and by now you might have already understood which method we are going to activate. So here again the software is asking me for the center, but I don't really want to figure out the center. Okay, and I don't really have 3 point as well, so I'll go for the next one, that is 2 points. So I'll type 2p, enter, that is for 2 points. Then the circle command will ask me for the first point and then for the second point. So I'm going to define those 2 points over here. Okay, so this is how I can create a circle passing from the 2 points. Okay, this is how I can create a circle passing from these 2 points. Okay, so I hope you got the idea about how to create a circle from 2 points. Now, okay, let us continue with the next method, which is known as tangent radius method. Okay, let us continue with the next method, which is known as tangent radius. We have already seen how to use center radius method. Okay, in that case, we should know the center and the radius or the diameter, like either the radius or the diameter. Then we have already seen how to use the method called 3 points, in which we should know from which 3 points the circle is passing. We don't need to know the center or the radius. Similarly, it goes with 2 points. Like if you know the 2 points from where the circle is passing, you don't need to really define, the center and the radius again. Now this time I want to create circle, let's say tangential to 2 of these lines. So let's say this line as well as this line. So I want to create a circle tangential to 2 lines. So I'll go for circle, C, enter. I'll go for tan radius, that is T. Okay, we can see over here, specify center point. I don't know that. I don't even have 2 points. I don't even have 3 points. I want to go for tan radius. So I'll press T. Then it is asking me specify point on an object for the first tangent. So we don't know where exactly the tangent is going to lie. I'm simply clicking anywhere on this object. Specify point on an object for the second tangent. So here I'm clicking anywhere on the second object. Then it is asking me for the radius. Let's assume the radius to be 20. Then the circle is automatically created here. What if I define a bigger radius? So let's say I'll go for C, enter again, circle, tan radius, clicking here for the first tangent, clicking here for the second tangent. It is not compulsory that you should click in a similar order. Okay. Now I'm specifying the radius of 40. You can see the circle is moving outside. Okay. So the same thing is going to happen with you also. Okay. So I hope you are clear with how to use tan radius method. Okay. And the last one is if I want a circle tangential to all the 3 points. Okay, if I want a circle tangential to all the 3 sides, so for that we can use the last given method known as tan radius method. Okay, now the problem here is if I go for circle, we know it is asking for the center, we know it can ask for 3 points, it can ask for 2 points, or it can ask for tan radius, but there is no indication of tan or the last method. So for that, what you can do is rather than pressing C, enter, okay, rather than pressing C, enter, what you can technically do is you can go to the home tab here, then go to the draw group. Okay, in the home tab, go to the draw group. Here we have a circle command. Okay, we don't have to click on circle command, we just need to click on the arrow, okay, below circle command. If you highlight each one of them, let's say center, radius, okay, so it will give you some basic information that you need to define the center and the radius. If you highlight center, diameter, it will give you some information like you have to define center and the diameter. Again, if you activate 2 points, it will give you some basic information of 2 points with some good diagrammatic representations like how 2 points can be used. Same goes with 3 points. Okay, same goes with tan radius. Okay, now let's say I want to create a circle which is tangential to 3 different objects. So in that case, I can use the method here called tan. So if I click on tan, I can click on this as my first object, I can click on this as my second object, I can click on this as my third object. So here I can create a circle which is tangential to 3 objects. Again, I can activate the same method. I can click on 1, 2, 3. So here again I have a circle tangential to 3 objects. So it's very simple. So as of now, I was just explaining you how to use different commands, or like how to use circle command for that matter, and different methods inside the circle command. Now for your assignments, okay, for your assignment, I'm going to give you this assignment now. Last time, I hope you have already completed with this assignment. If you haven't, please go back and complete this assignment because this will be necessary. Okay, for the next assignment, you have to create this diagram. And here I have written with which method you are going to create it. So here you can see this is a symbol for diameter. You have to create a circle which is of diameter 52 and a circle of radius 20, which is 70 away from center to center. So you have to create this diagram. This will be the first diagram. This is the second diagram. This is by 3 points. Okay, again you can take a screenshot or you can pause the video and take a screenshot for those 2 diagrams if you want to. So this is 3 points. You can create a circle passing from the 3 points. Okay, this is 2 points. So you need to create, this is very similar to what you have done over here, you know. So if you have created this, okay, so the entire construction is the same. Only thing is I have added a circle here, which you can easily create with 2 points. Similarly, here you have to create a circle with tan radius. So here you can see there is a similar diagram to this one. Okay, similar diagram as of this one. And what you have to do is you have to create a circle tangential to 2 objects, here of radius 20 and here of radius 10. Then here we are going to create a circle which is tangential to 3 geometries, 3 lines. And the condition for this circle is going to be similar like this. Okay, so it is not really difficult for you to make. And in the next video, I am going to explain you how to make all of these. Okay, one by one. So don't be worried about it, but give your try. try your best in terms of using AutoCAD, and I can guarantee you by the end of the session, which is like 28 videos long, by the end of that session you will be able to do almost everything you can do by professionally learning AutoCAD. So if you learn AutoCAD professionally from any institute, okay, you can do the same thing like this way. Okay, so if you learn AutoCAD from here, I can guarantee you that. Okay, so please give your feedback in the comment section below if you have any. Okay, and meet you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye bye.